Have you ever wondered how to master budgeting? Today, we'll show you how. Let's take a moment to appreciate the art of budgeting. Often misunderstood and sometimes even feared, budgeting is a crucial part of our personal financial planning. Budgeting, simply put, is an action plan for your money. It's a way of ensuring that the money you earn is put to good use, that every dollar, every cent has a purpose. Imagine you are the captain of a ship, and your income is the wind that powers your sails. Without a proper map or course to follow, you could end up anywhere, or worse, nowhere. Budgeting is that map, that course guiding you towards your financial destination. By managing your income, expenses, and savings effectively, budgeting allows you to steer your financial ship with confidence and precision. It's all about understanding where your money comes from, where it's going, and most importantly, how to make it work for you. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the idea of budgeting. It may seem like a daunting task, especially if you're just starting out. But here's the thing, budgeting doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it can be as simple or as complex as you need it to be. It's a tool, a financial tool that you can shape and mold to fit your unique financial needs and goals. And speaking of goals, budgeting is a key step to achieving financial success. Whether you're saving for a new car, planning for retirement, or just trying to make ends meet, a well-planned budget can help you reach those goals faster and more efficiently. It's like having a personal financial coach, cheering you on, guiding you, and keeping you on track every step of the way. So, are you ready to master the art of budgeting? Are you ready to take control of your financial future? Remember, every financial journey, no matter how big or small, begins with a single step, and that step is budgeting. Mastering budgeting is not as hard as it may seem, and the rewards are more than worth the effort. The first step in mastering budgeting is to understand your income. Now, when we speak about income, we're not just talking about your salary or wages. It's the total sum of money that comes into your hands on a regular basis. This could be from your day job, freelance work, investments, and any other sources of income that you might have. It's like building a house. Your income is the foundation upon which you construct your entire financial structure. If you don't have a clear understanding of how much money you're bringing in, you won't be able to plan your expenses or save effectively. You might have multiple streams of income, and that's great. But remember, it's not about how much you earn, but how well you manage what you have. A strong understanding of your income gives you the power to create a budget that works for you, not against you. Knowing your income allows you to plan your expenses and savings effectively. Now that you know your income, the next step is to track your expenses. And boy, do we have a lot of those, right? But don't worry, it's not as daunting as it seems. In fact, it's a lot like sorting laundry. You've got to categorize. First up, we have our fixed expenses. These are the non-negotiables, the bills that come in like clockwork every month. Think rent or mortgage, utilities, car payments, and insurance. They're called fixed for a reason. They don't tend to fluctuate much, if at all, and they're the first ones we need to account for in our budget. Next, we have variable expenses. These are more fluid and can change from month to month. Groceries, gas, dining out, entertainment. These fall under variable expenses. They can be a bit trickier to predict, but with a little effort and some careful planning, it's entirely doable. Now here's the fun part, identifying and cutting down unnecessary expenses. That daily latte that cost you $5, that's $150 a month, or $1,800 a year. It's amazing how quickly small purchases can add up. By identifying these money leaks, you can start to make informed decisions about where your money is going and if it's truly worth it. But how do you keep track of all this, you ask? Well, there are several ways. There's the old school method of keeping receipts and manually logging them into a spreadsheet. Or, if you prefer a more tech-savvy approach, there are numerous apps available that can help you track your expenses with a simple click or swipe. Remember, the goal here isn't to make you feel guilty about every penny you spend. It's about gaining a clear understanding of where your money is going, so you can then make informed decisions about your financial future. Tracking your expenses gives you control over your money and helps you see where it's going. And that, my friends, is a powerful tool in mastering budgeting and achieving financial success. With a clear picture of your income and expenses, you're ready to set financial goals. Now this is where the fun begins. It's like charting a course for a thrilling journey. And just like any journey, you need both short-term and long-term destinations. Short-term financial goals are those you aim to achieve within the next 1 to 2 years. These could be anything from saving for a much-needed vacation, paying off a credit card debt, or building an emergency fund. Think of these as the pit stops on your financial journey. They keep you motivated and ensure you're making progress. On the other hand, long-term financial goals may take several years, or even decades to achieve. We're talking about things like buying a house, saving for your children's education, or preparing for retirement. These are the big-ticket items, the final destinations on your financial journey. So how do these goals guide your savings and expenditure? Well, once you've identified what's important to you, you can start to allocate your resources accordingly. Your goals become the blueprint for your budget. If you're saving for a dream vacation, for instance, you might decide to cut back on dining out or other non-essential expenses. But it's not just about cutting back, it's about making conscious decisions on how you want to use your money. Every dollar you spend becomes a choice between immediate gratification and long-term fulfillment. And trust me, reaching a financial goal feels a lot more satisfying than that impulse buy at the checkout line. Remember, your goals may change over time, and that's perfectly okay. Life is unpredictable after all. The important thing is to keep revisiting and adjusting your goals as needed. This will ensure that your financial journey remains aligned with your evolving needs and aspirations. So, grab a pen and paper, or open up a spreadsheet, and start identifying your financial goals. Once you have them down, you'll find that budgeting becomes less of a chore and more of an exciting journey towards financial success. Setting financial goals gives your budgeting process a direction and makes it more rewarding. With your income, expenses, and financial goals clear, it's time to create and implement your budget. The first step in creating your budget is allocating your income to different expense categories. This is where your previous tracking of expenses comes into play. You've got a clear picture of where your money goes each month. Now, it's time to decide how much of your income you want to allocate to each category. This might include essentials like rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, and transportation. But don't forget non-essentials like entertainment, dining out, and hobbies. To build a successful budget, you need to be realistic. If you love dining out, don't allocate a tiny budget for it. Instead, look for other areas where you can cut back or consider ways to increase your income. The key is to ensure your budget aligns with your lifestyle and values. Then, there's savings. This is where your financial goals come into play. If you're saving for a vacation, a new car, or retirement, you need to allocate a portion of your income towards these goals. Remember, every little bit counts. Even if you can only save a small amount each month, it adds up over time. Once your budget is created, it's time to implement it. This is often easier said than done, but remember, a budget is not set in stone. It's a living document that should be reviewed and adjusted regularly. Maybe you've got a raise at work, or your rent has gone up. These changes need to be reflected in your budget. Sticking to your budget is crucial. It's easy to make impulsive purchases or overspend in certain areas. But remember, every time you overspend in one area, you're taking away from another. This could mean less money for essentials, or pushing back your financial goals. To help stick to your budget, consider using budgeting tools or apps. These can provide real-time insights into your spending and help you stay on track. Creating and implementing your budget is the key to mastering budgeting and achieving financial success. Mastering budgeting is not just about numbers, it's about financial freedom. It's the art of aligning your financial decisions with your financial reality and aspirations. Let's quickly recap. First, know your income, understanding the inflow of your hard-earned cash. Second, track your expenses, gaining clarity on where your money is going. Third, set financial goals that align your ambitions with your finances. And fourth, create and implement your budget, a roadmap to your financial success. Mastering budgeting is the key to unlocking financial success and the freedom that comes with it. It's about peace of mind, knowing your financial health is in good shape and that your future is secure. It's about choice, empowering you to make decisions that fit your financial goals rather than being dictated by circumstance. Master budgeting, master your finances, master your life. It's time to take control,